It is time to close the saga. Fortitude, Gojira, album number 7. Their last release,
as of today that we were recording.
As of today,
2024.
Now we are lucky enough that we are in the era where they have already started to begin discussions and teasing Gojira 8, so that's cool for us. I always feel kind of bad a little bit. Like, whenever I get into a band, they release something new, like, after I get into them. I'm like, man, I didn't have to, like, deal with that.
Yeah, the anticipation wasn't there.
I forget what band it was, but I remember I listened to them, and they literally released a song, or, like, an EP, like a 3-song EP, while I was still listening to them.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I wasn't even finished yet. And they didn't release anything for, like, 3 years after that. And I was I literally just was there, like, so.
Yeah, my story is, when I listened through Korn, I had to rush
That's right.
I had to rush the last couple albums because Requiem was coming out, and I wanted to make sure I was able to be to say I listened to everything before Requiem came out. I literally listened to the Nothing for the first time the day before Requiem came out. So it was I got through everything, but I literally didn't have to wait at all to listen to Requiem. So pretty cool stuff. But of course it's been 2.5 years since that album came out.
Yeah.
But also it's we should probably be getting something somewhat soon.
Yeah, I think they're teasing 2025.
Yeah,
so
that would be.
I don't know why we're talking about this at the beginning, not the end, but that's okay.
But,
nevertheless, very exciting.
Just the way that things worked. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like every album, great things about it. Everyone has their own taste, but I'm excited to see what we make of it.
And frankly, I hope that it kind of lives up to the billing, not all the way, because obviously if it lives up all the way, then it becomes harder for the next one to follow up. But of course, if this still holds up, especially with kind of the idea that we've got going into it, it's a really important and necessary follow-up for a breakout record, a second breakout record such as Magma.
Yeah. So, yeah, very interesting to see the direction they take it in from Magma's more mellow,
melodic
approach. If we're gonna get a little bit more of that, if we're gonna get more heavy mixed with the melodic, I'm really interested to see what direction this goes. I mean, and there was a big gap between these two records.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 5 years is no small amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel like anything longer than 4 years is a pretty decent wait. That's what I always feel like if bigger bands release on a 4-year cycle, it's that's about right.
Yeah.
So, anything longer than that. But anyways, here we go. Born for one thing.
Start this thing up, baby.
Okay. I love the way that bass sounds, yeah.
Yeah. Bass cutting through really nice here to start.
And again, something to notice is the songs aren't as long. There are more, but they're still not the 7 minutes, We only have one 6.5. Actually, only one over 6, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh. This is cool. Yeah, I love this groove, man. We're just rolling.
I like that they're slowing it down a little bit here.
There we go, a little
beat here.
Yeah, I don't mind the melody, the clean singing, it sounds so cool with that bass and the kind of the guitar playing up in the high end.
Really nicely in this track. This verse surf is really tasty. Oh, nice.
Oh, dude, with the bell work there?
Yes.
In Mario? Fuck.
Oh, that was deep. That was deep right there.
Like, this is just like good old classic chug and descending, let's do it, you know? Ooh, got that cool ambient, yeah. Ooh. Love the way the way the bass is playing in this song and the way it's holding down the low end.
Alright. How do we close this thing out?
Okay.
Ah, you got the finally
Come
the
on.
longer pin chart watcher back. I just didn't realize that they were gone.
With that big open, like, panicky.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And to close out with this one, I love this groove.
Oh!
We have not had the hammer drop.
I was not
With those
expecting
harmonics in
that.
the back. That sounds awesome.
Oh. Ooh, everyone in the band's getting back to writing credits
I
here.
know it, yeah. Not even just like Gojira as the credit.
Yeah,
Wasn't
it's
my
Joe,
favorite spot.
Mario, Christian, and Joe Michael.
Yeah, dude, that was a ripper.
Yeah, and my two notes here. They did some of that. I forget exactly. I think I mentioned it in the L'Enfant Sauvage reaction video about how what they've done this a couple times where they've had the vocals almost take like a back seat and like that bridge.
Yeah.
And kind of just be more of an addition to the instrumentation instead of the focal point. I was trying to pinpoint where it started, and I remembered after kind of listening through from our series, and it was in the wilderness that they did that right before the outro.
Yeah.
With the spoken word. But they were doing it again here, and that was cool. I do like when they do it because it kind of they do add like a lot of like reverb to it and kind of have like this echo quality. Like Joe's physically standing like 50 feet away from everyone else.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, what was the other one? Oh yeah, Joe Michael was a phenomenal bass player, and I love that the bass cut through this track really nicely, and it felt like the bass had its own place in the composition. It wasn't just doing something, playing what the guitar was playing.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, it's about like usually when you have the higher guitar lead line, right? You still have the rhythm guitar underneath, holding down that. But we lost the rhythm guitar. We just had bass in the lead, and that's why it kind of felt that way. It was a super cool sound.
But I like that kind of a sound, kind of change up the instrumentation a little bit.
To me, like, when I think of like not a lot of rhythm guitar, I don't know why. I always think of like Pantera, and like some of the times when
that's fair.
It would just be Rex with no,
especially when they played live.
Yeah, but yeah, so super cool. Crushing riffs, bringing down the hammer in the end.
Yeah, that was awesome.
My thing with Fortitude is I was really expecting it to take a little bit heavier than Magma, and they already showed out in the first track. Maybe that's as heavy as it gets, but I doubt it. So, cool stuff. Great opener. Awesome.
Another hit track here, Amazonia, next.
Yep.
I'm interested to see what this one is. I've seen this title. Born for One Thing and Amazonia have been the two big ones that I've been seeing floating around.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that they played the most are the first three and then Grind. So those are the four I'm definitely name wise most interested for. So here we go, Amazonia.
Oh, let's go. We start with a bass little. Start with the bass with
Good
like some
groove.
effect on it too. It's like the bouncy quality.
Gotta love that bass.
Yeah. Or maybe we just started with a guitar with a more bouncy tone. Maybe it was we didn't actually start with the bass. I don't know. Whatever it was, it sounds cool.
Yeah. Got that little like flute coming in.
Yeah. We got some sort of other instruments in the background there. Like a flute. Ooh.
Yeah, good grooves. Just good pocket, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of taking that like more straightforward approach that we've heard, you know?
On like Silvera Stranded, Cell.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I love this ISO.
They're doing it again. It's blending in with the instrumentation.
I love this groove, so
Yeah.
this is like sweet.
Nice fill.
Love the
Transition into
transition.
this.
There's so many different things happening here, like
Yeah.
they're in the mix.
Ooh. It's a great melody there. It's great. Yeah. Just really cool stuff from Joe.
Yeah, that was a really cool track.
Yeah.
It definitely like lived up to the vibe of the song, lived up to the name. Like it felt like very like, you know, jungly. I don't know.
Yeah.
what you'd expect. A really cool way to outro it for sure.
Yeah. I really like this whole like bouncy instrument.
Sounds like one of those fucking.
Yeah. Like the things.
The jaw.
Jaw,
fucking.
Whatever they're called. And you you put your jaw on your flick and it makes like that weird like warbly bouncy sound.
Jaw harp?
Is that what it's called? Jaw
I
harp?
don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Either way, cool track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a. And you said it earlier in the song. It was like it had a nice pocket. It felt like it was just a good song.
Yeah.
Just to kind of jam out to. Nothing too adventurous or crazy about it, but it just sat in its pocket. It had like those couple of cool things they did in the instrumentation and the flow of everything. But like bridged with the nice little melody there was cool.
And I loved the that just the bass and drums moments. Those were sweet as well. But yeah, it was a good like just pocket track.
Yep.
And it just
good
sounded
jamages.
good. So with that, we're gonna move on to Another World.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alright, I kind of dig this. This is really awkward, but really kind of fits in kind of nicely, honestly. Alright.
Just kind of got that like just that chug going on in the background.
Yep.
Well, there you go. Yeah, bringing back that OG riff.
Yep. I like the fade out on that last line. Still lingering. Short little verse there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Ooh, isolated drums and bass.
Well, that sounds so sweet.
Yeah, like a cleaner tone. Or just like really good muting. That bass tone is just really, really nice.
Just that like big sound we're used to hearing, you know?
We got this like really cool lead here too, with that complementing the vocals. Really cool.
I think these are really good. Yeah, bring the chorus back in here. A little more elongated.
Yep.
Whoa.
can feel like the ideas of the main riff in this little like soft section in the song.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I'm adding some reverb to the whole thing. Huh. Cool.
Again, these boys are in the business of writing songs now.
Yeah.
Not just writing a bunch of cool riffs and throwing them together, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I think the big thing for me was that they made that main riff was the chorus riff. And I think that's really interesting. Those types of like weird, like awkward, like timing riffs that don't they're kind of just different and they're a little bit more complex, but they make it work. I always get really impressed with that type of stuff because it's easy to write a song with, you know, just those chugs and kind of you know, kind of keep the riffing simple, but you know,
very rhythmic, very repetitive,
hooks and licks, but you know, it gets repetitive. So I think that was really cool, instantly recognizable as well.
Yeah,
and I think that middle section with the lead and like those vocals that are just kind of hanging around. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I envisioned myself standing in the rain, kind of looking up.
Okay,
kind of with the reverb and the kind of in the background, kind of. I don't know, like that kind of like a quality to it all.
Sure.
I don't know. When that kind of stuff shows up, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
so, cool track.
Yeah, and even like the songs are shorter, but they're still having like those little like creative outros types of things, but they're not nearly as long, or just the songs themselves aren't nearly as long, so it doesn't feel as bloated.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. So
for sure.
Yeah, cool stuff.
So here we go. Hold on.
Holding on. Oh. Whoa.
They really said, let's take this totally new.
Yeah.
Okay, building up. Cool intro piece.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna break into something, you know, different, like kind of a bigger. Okay, no.
Not yet.
Same thing. They can't keep doing this, right? I mean, like.
The vocals have a lot of reverb on them in this section, really kind of putting them in the background.
Here? Okay. Ooh, that was cool. There you go.
I liked the way they introed that riff. It was very nice and like delicate.
There you go. We got that chug riff here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool bridge here.
Ooh, an emotional tail right there. Nice little solo there. Oh, we're still going.
Okay.
Oh, like a little tapping riff now. On top of these vocals.
This riff is fucking tight.
Yeah.
There you go. Bring back that main, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
I thought, so I'm kind of thinking about this since we kind of heard it, but that transition into the main riff after that slower intro and more melodic intro, it reminded me a little bit, with the longer intro, about a minute and a half, felt like a little bit like Flying Whales in a sense where, you got that intro and then you kind of let the riff come in, but it was, and I said it during the song, it was a little bit more delicate this time. It felt like they tried to clean the riff up a little bit before kind of jumping into the distorted and adding that distortion to it. Where Flying Whales really kind of had the full riff being played, but it was kind of added a lot of reverb to kind of get that sense of it's in the background, not to the foreground in a sense. So, interesting work there, but I thought that was kind of cool, which is the way they progressed through it all. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the way that,
The middle section riff was pretty tight.
No, that was sweet.
Yeah.
The Elder's Deep Under part, yeah, I really like that part. Super sweet. Cool. Well, we get the longest track up next, Newfound. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, ooh! They're using this pedal these last two records now. They've been using kind of stuff like this, but I dig this riff.
Ooh. He's low. He's low down there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this works. I mean, this groove really works.
Yeah.
And you just got like this good old unified chug. It just grooves. We grooving. We jamming. Oh, that sounds sweet. Ooh.
Ooh, what a nice note.
Yeah.
I really dig this riff.
Yeah, I dig this track. Like, we gotta go to something different here, right? You think?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna kind of extend the chorus here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Oh! It's like that fucking... that big...
Yeah. Got like this like it's like they're hammering an anvil. Strip back the instrumentations here.
Yeah. New section. We good. I'm trying to hear the lyric. Can you hear him?
Barely.
Oh, it's getting louder.
Yeah, it's just like complimentary there.
Yeah. There, now we're to switch it. Cool outro. That was a really cool song, man.
Yeah.
A lot of really awesome stuff that happened in there.
I think it's a really interesting balance between some of their old styling, even just from the previous 2 records before Magma, and what Magma was. So you got that blend of melody and sweet riffages.
Yeah, there's some really tight stuff in here.
Yeah. It's like a nice blend.
Yeah. I mean, that main riff was sick as hell.
Yeah. It was sweet.
That was really, yeah, and then kind of, you know, the big chorus that they've, you know, become very accustomed to doing.
Mm-hmm.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
The outro, kind of long, but it was cool. I didn't mind it. Riff was cool.
Yeah.
Roll with it.
But it looks like we got our instrumental track of the record.
Possibly. We'll see. But yeah, title track, Fortitude. So let's see what happens.
We might just jump...
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and jump straight into the chant after this.
I mean, we're not stupid. I mean, any song under. But I was just interested that it was the title track, you know?
Fair. But yeah. Title track instrumental. I don't see that every day. I like this nice tambourine and like the wood sticks.
It sounds like it's coming out of like a phonograph.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does sound like that. It sounds like kind of retro, vintage type stuff. A very nice melody, though. I like how the bass kind of complementing that. Or the guitar, sorry.
Yeah, I like it. It's got a fun vibe. I feel like a, you know, feels like Indiana Jones to me. I don't know why.
I feel like I'm in the woods. I feel like I'm in the Amazon.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I was hoping, because I'm like, it kind of sounds like a chant. I'm hoping that yes. See, now it's just proving me that I'm a smart
Sometimes.
fellow.
From time to time.
And it was a really nice melody. I'm happy that this is being, I guess, I don't know. It's being used here. Ooh, that was a nice tail. What a great melody.
Yeah, it sounds sweet.
It feels like the right pace and tempo for this type of song right now. Whoa. A lot of really cool things happening at the same time here. Oh, nice. We get another solo.
Is this like an actual solo? I'd say that's an actual guitar solo. Well, yeah, I mean, it was short, but it wasn't a lead line, you know? Like, there was no, like...
Gojira hasn't done a ton of guitar solos. Then for more here.
Yeah.
It's got that bluesy tone to the guitar in that solo.
Yeah. We'll just probably stay on this group here.
Yep. The lead line is still doing something here. Wow.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Just had, like... Yeah, such a different vibe and a different ambiance to it. It was really neat.
It really did feel like a chant, and just the whole key that the song was in. Like it just I don't know, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Really, really cool soaring melody, cool verses, and of course we could see like an actual guitar solo.
Yeah.
And that was awesome.
But yeah, I mean, I love the way that they took Fortitude and turned it, like, you know, kind of setting the stage for the track.
It was like an intro track.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe it was kind of one of those situations, kind of like From Mars to Sirius, where it's like we kind of have this idea, we want to try and like reel it back in and have like a longer intro, but we're gonna go ahead and decide to split it up into 2 songs here.
Possibly.
So. But I don't know. Who knows?
We don't know what went down.
Yeah, we can't get into the minds.
Yeah.
Of Gojira here. Anyways,
cool. So, yeah, here you go, Sphinx. We got the shortest track on the record.
yeah.
Get a little scrapey.
dig this.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dang.
Nice.
That's low as fuck. See, like, this sounds like, you know, mid-2000s Gojira.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
Mars is serious.
Like, Wave All Flesh. Like,
yeah.
this is the most, like, nostalgic track I've ever heard them make. You know, like, you know, some bands will do that where they just kind of, like, do one or two songs in, like, the older style. And Gojira hasn't done that a lot. And it sounds fucking tight, so...
Yep.
One of the things I've been thinking a lot about this album is just, like, the lack of, like, double bass in its, like, form. Yeah, we'll talk about this after. Yeah, I love this. It's fucking chugging. It's low, man. Yeah, I love the way his voice sounds on that kind of stuff. Okay, here we go.
Got like a lead here with some interesting. What is this? It's like a bell, not like a bell, but like a tambourine almost, like with a hit.
Damn, that was low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love this riff. Woo. Go a little harmony here.
Nice. Let's go through this one more time.
Got 30 seconds left.
Nice.
What an awesome way to bring it back into that chorus there. It sounded awesome. Yeah, I mean, those picks great. I mean, yeah, those ones sound dope, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was just a fucking
That was sick.
tight. I mean, dude, that riff was fucking crushing. The
Yeah.
drums were awesome. And the melody worked great. Like, But yeah, so I was trying to say is like something that was like almost overdone in the first couple records was like Mario's ability to just fucking rip 16th notes for like 8 minutes straight, basically.
Yeah.
Like, and we haven't seen that, you know, come back in a while. It's just something that like I feel like was so signature to their old sound. Like the song that I think it was like Embrace the World, where it's just like, you know, I guess it's the trem picking to it too, but it's really just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the bass is just you know, like the whole time. So it's like
the wisdom comes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
entire
I mean
song.
that's yeah. But just saying like sometimes the simple beats when they just had like the driving in the double bass.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes like in some of these tracks like I don't know, because I don't think like it would fit necessarily. It's just something that like they've kind of left out. That used to be, I feel like, so signature to their sound. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I can understand
it's just something I was realizing.
And I think that's not. I think that goes into the way that they're writing the tracks.
Yeah.
and the way that they're writing it and the way that they want it to sound doesn't need double bass as much.
Yeah.
As
It's more of
it
an
did
accent
before.
piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, that song sounded awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really cool rhythms.
It
really
was
cool. The growls and the vocal performance was awesome. Really, really liked that track.
It's like if you took, it's like that main riff, almost like a B-side or like a lost riff that they had from the sessions from Mars to Sirius and The Way of All Flesh that they decided to take and use and modernize as well.
Yeah.
So I think that was really cool. Really cool song.
Really cool. All right, so here we go. Into the Storm. I mean, I expected there to be a...
Yeah. But it's something storm related.
I see a go. That usually means cool stuff for Gojira.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't rain. That was the drums.
Literally, like, I should never talk ever. Because...
Double bass, right?
Yeah,
shut you
consistent. Cool ass fucking groove. Got these big swelling chords around it. That was a really cool way to introduce the song.
Ah! You know it's gonna hit. It does.
I heard him doing that snare, and I'm like, come on, they're gonna mirror that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Like, it is so cool, though. It's like, when the lyrics start to come, it's like, this could go, like, 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea how, like, you know? Cool, nice little concise chorus, good little, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was cool. I didn't, yeah. That's that average halftime chorus feel.
Yep.
Ooh, I was wondering if they're gonna change it.
Oh, what's this? The bells.
Oh, dude. Well, like a, oh, like, yeah, dude, that drumming, man. Like, I still can't even, like, link up on his rhythm. Oh, man. See, like, I almost wish they stayed on that idea a little longer. You know? I felt like it was, like, too short. I could have used more. Oh, we're
Bring it
switching
back
to a different one. I thought we were gonna go back to the OG one, the first one. Okay, so we're kind of ending it like we started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario came to play on this track.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, what a crushing track.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like, I love the start and the end there. Like, the start was sick. Yeah, a couple awesome riffs and just really chugging, like, through that.
That was a chuggy track.
Yeah. And those offbeat syncopated rhythms from Mario, they were just sounded so tight.
Yeah.
They were so cool.
Proves that he's still got it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't think that was ever a question.
Nah. Never.
I will say, this is just, like, it's finally time for me to say it. Gotta critique something.
Okay.
One thing, it's just a personal thing, but I get very easily bored of, like, a halftime chorus. I feel like they've been doing it a lot, and it could just be, like, my weird perception during this first listen. Like, maybe I'll go back to them and be like, oh, they didn't really do it that much. But I just feel like they're doing too much of the, like, halftime chorus drums with, like, the big, like, clean lyric melodies. You know, just like the doom doom doo goo doo 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 doo, like just like.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed with these past couple records, but
Yeah.
it feels like what they're trying to go for is some sort of theatric, ethereal quality.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's like the like it's like it's a mainstream sound, and it sounds good. It's just like listening to it often it just loses me sometimes.
Yep.
So. But I mean, like the chorus, it still is a good chorus, and it's like when it's scrunched into a song that's really interesting. Otherwise, it's good. But when it's like kind of like a mid-ish song, and then you have like that kind of like meh chorus, it kind of loses me. But Into the Storm was good, definitely like really like that track though. Not a knock, it's just something that like finally came to fruition. And I wanted to point out.
Yep.
About how I was feeling it.
Okay. 2 tracks left.
2 tracks. The Trails.
And then that's it. We finish Gojira. It's crazy.
Damn. Okay. Okay, keep moving. Up. Okay, back down.
Yep. Nice little progression.
Oh, the bass is so cool.
Whoa. Whispered vocals. Don't think there's any bass guitar there. Now there is.
Okay.
Really, really pretty note there.
Yeah. No, I really like this track. I think like. Yeah. 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 Here's what I'll say. Like, to me, a song like that, like, it immediately knew what it was doing, and it stayed with what it's doing, and it sounded good. Like, sometimes, like, stuff can get hard when, like, it switches around, or it's, like, kind of, like, doesn't sound cool. I don't know.
Tries to do too much.
Yeah, but, like, that song, like, really, it wasn't too long. Like, it didn't get dragged out. It was in its pocket. Like, it was cool. It had, like, cool little embellishments here and there. But the main part was the melody and kind of this, like, really, like, calm, cool instrumental. And I loved it. I really liked the instrumental. I think it's a cool song. It kind of, yeah. Really liked it. What do you think?
It's a nice relaxation song. It's a nice song to kind of, like, cool down to. And it's kind of one of those things that they've started to kind of try in the last decade.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of positives to what they're doing with it. It's something completely different from what we're used to, but that is not a bad thing by any means.
Yeah. So
really cool.
It was a cool track. It had a really cool sound. Big fan. So, with that, one more grind. I have a feeling we'll see. My guess is that we had like slow song here and we'll end a little more with a bang. Let's see though.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, already, instantly. Oh, we'll bring it down.
It's a double bass.
Yeah, listen to those doubles. Like kind of on that raising. Oh yeah.
Ooh! Okay.
Oh, that's so sick. Kind of with that call out there.
Oh. The drumming is just impeccable.
Ooh, I see it go. Alright, I won't look. I gotta keep my head where we're at. Awesome notes he's hitting there.
Yeah.
We've had kind of like this traditional snare build up here a couple times in the album.
And bass is cutting through really nicely on this track.
Yeah. Just got like, it's just like good classic grooving, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're not even halfway through the song.
Interesting.
Oh, nice from that bass there.
Love that bass melody, yeah.
Yeah. Give the bass an opportunity to shine like that.
It's kind of, yeah, this big, like, yeah. This is like to me, I'm like, this is like, you know, classic Gojira long outro, you know.
Yeah.
Repeating melody, just layering it.
Yeah. This melody is really nice with the bass. And that is how the Gojira discography comes to an end as of today.
Yeah,
Of course,
as of today.
that isn't going to be the way that it ends for good. But, fitting they close it out, something like that. Nice.
I feel like this was a perfect closer for the record.
Yes. Agreed.
But yeah, man, that front half, fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
That was crushing, to say the least. But there you go, yeah.
There you have
Officially
it.
done.
It's crazy.
Jeez. Yeah.
Ugh.
Pretty amazing. Really, really great stuff. Just talk about Grand real quick. It's like, yeah, man, like just the pick scripts, the fucking, like, it just rolled. Like, it was just rolling. Good classic chugging fast. Good yums, delicious, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's my
Just
exact
pleasant
thoughts.
on the ears.
Yep.
You know,
Very nice little closer. Get the crowd moving.
Yeah, totally.
Type of song. You know,
I
great stuff.
just wonder when they play it live, did they extend the outro that long, or they kind of cut it off it early? Either way.
Or even play it.
That's
Depends.
a pretty grind. Anyways, that's the record, man.
Yeah. Fortitude,
Definitely on the heaviness scale, definitely a step back up from Magma.
Yes.
For sure.
But it's...
But it also retained a lot of those elements in
Yeah.
that melody.
I think this is... Like, Magma was a very emotional record for
Yeah.
the Duplantier brothers. I think that this is kind of like... Not necessarily a return to form, but kind of taking what they did on some of the prior records and mixing it with what they did with Magma, having those influences in it as well. I thought it was a kind of nice blend between the two styles.
Yeah, I agree. I think it sounded really cool. Yeah, Some songs need a little more digesting. Some songs good off the start. Some songs great off the start. Just as it be. But with that, what are your 3?
Oh, this is actually kind of hard. I kind of had an idea.
This is the first one in a while, yeah.
Where I had an idea of what I was thinking, but those last couple songs, there were a couple songs in the back half that kind of threw me for a loop here to kind of make this tough.
Yeah.
So oh my gosh.
I think I know.
You think you know? If you know, go first. Don't know right now.
I'm gonna give one song a little bit benefit of the doubt. So there we go. I'll give you the 4 as well. Just
okay.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that song existing. No. Okay. We're chilling. Okay. Born for One Thing.
Okay.
First track, but it fucking rocked. I remember it rocking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sticking with that one. I've had it in my mind all the time. Born for One Thing, for sure. Grind, I think, again, excellent closer. Recency bias, maybe a little, but really fucking jammed. Just really crushed. And then, I was really picking between these 2 songs, but I'm going to just give the nod to the song that I think is a little bit less predictable. So I'm going to say Into the Storm, but I was tying between Into the Storm and Sphinx. Sphinx still was Sphinx was just that really good, concise, just fucking hard track. Into the Storm had a little bit more. So I'm just going to give the nod to Into the Storm.
Okay.
But, there's plenty of other great tracks, but I think those 3 stand out.
I think I'm going to, just for the sake of trying to be different and giving some other songs some opportunity, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of completely go different with you.
Okay. Well, just give it, give it your honest answer. It doesn't.
Well, mainly because I'm having trouble picking.
Sure.
That's more the thing I'm having a problem with. So I want to give, I'm like, which songs do I want to give attention to and everything. Yeah. So I was jostling Born for One Thing and Grind. I was both really kind of in the mix there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to throw in Another World, The Chant, and Sphinx. I really like those tracks.
Interesting.
The Chant just had me enticed.
Yeah.
I really liked that one.
In my ears, that was a digester. I was like, I gotta listen to this again. So that has me a little bit taken aback.
Yeah, I kind of want to give those tracks some love because I mean we kind of both agreed that Born for One Thing and Grind were really good tracks.
Yeah.
So I was gonna give those give those tracks
totally.
some flowers.
There you go. Yeah. So with that, Gojira is done.
Crazy.
I know they released a single.
Mm-hmm.
There's a single.
Yep.
So we'll probably just throw up a small bonus video for that.
Well, and there are the 2 bonus tracks for a little fun.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So we can have a little bonus.
So we'll do a little 3 for a little quick. Do all those 3.
If we can find if we find out there are a couple other ones, we can throw those in.
Yeah. We'll do one little bonus episode probably.
Yep.
It'll be short, but it'll be fun. And yeah, I mean that's it. Another group down. Check mark.
Ooh.
Done. It's pretty crazy. I mean, yeah. So with that, if you like the video, like it. If you really liked it, subscribe. Let us know what your 3 favorites are. What do you think of Fortitude? What do you think about Gojira as a whole? As a record. What do you think about the future of Gojira? What do you think about whatever? Let us know. And thanks for sticking around and watching. Now you can watch every Gojira reaction because they're all up by now.
Whoa!
Lucky you. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Do you have anything else to say?
Gojira rocks.
Gojira rocks. This is true.
They're awesome. They're great.
Really great band. No regrets about going through it.
Nope.
Really fun having very limited prior listening.
Yes, I think that's the big note for me. Not only listening to one song before deciding, you know what, I'm going to listen to this entire band's discography. Honestly, it was made for a really awesome listen.
Yeah, and did not disappoint. So, very exciting, very cool. And we will see you guys for the next one. Peace out.